If you've been watching me for a while now, you probably have noticed some big changes when it comes to the channel. Whether you've been with me since day one in 2019 or you're newer to the channel, I just want to thank everyone who has had a part in where this channel has been, where it's going, and some of the really exciting stuff that's coming up. To be honest with you guys, none of this would have been possible without any of your guys' support. What I want to talk about in this video is basically where my content's at right now, where I expect it to go, and what you guys can expect out of me and out of this channel. 2025, I have some huge goals. I got some really cool stuff planned, and I'm really stoked to be able to share it with you guys. When I first started this channel, I didn't expect it to kind of lead up and go to where it was. Being Nick the Harley guy and being at the dealership and providing that information from the dealership aspect. At the time, I was the only one really at the time on TikTok doing that type of content with the new bikes, answering the questions and working mental health. I never expected those 2, 3, 4 videos that hit on TikTok to lead me to anything. Like, be honest with you guys. And I took a passion that I had and realized that there's a community out there, whether it's through TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it may be, that have the same passions as me. And seeing that outlet and knowing that there's people out there that they have stories, they got questions, and being able to have a community to be able to come in and talk about those things and answer those questions, and it's huge, and it's inspiring to me because I've never think or thought I would ever get to the position where I am to have the opportunity to let someone know that it's okay not to be okay. Being vulnerable to get online and say, hey, I'm having a bad day, this is how I feel, but it's going to get better. And I have been so blessed to be able to meet so many people when I was at the dealership that would travel thousands of miles just to shake my hand to tell me that I saved their lives. And that's a whole nother video, but I just want you all to know that I am so grateful to be able to be sitting here doing this video and to be able to have that outlet for people that need it. Now I want to talk about where the channel is right now. And I get it, my content is not the same anymore. It's not. I'm not at this dealership every single day, so my content is going to be a little bit different. I've had a lot of, I'll say it, hate, a lot of people that, and I get where you're coming from. I provided a specific niche, I provided specific things for my viewers when it came to the new bike stuff. And at this moment, I'm trying to kind of open up my content to not just the dealership life, but also just the biker community, a place to where you can come over and we can talk mental health, we can talk motorcycles, we can talk what are your goals, we can talk motivation, we can talk what it means to be a salesman, how to be a better salesman, how to be a better person. So having this outlet to be able to connect with people is amazing. I've always had that mentality of caring about the next person more than myself, and this past year has been one of those years to where I matured a lot emotionally, and learning that I need to love myself and I need to do what makes me happy, and to accept that I feel like there's a calling for me to be able to help people. I just want to help people. And being in the Marine Corps and dealing with the mental health, the battles, fighting those demons every single day, motorcycles has been an outlet to me since way before I even started doing the social media stuff. And I know that it's an outlet for other people too. Whether you were military, you were police, fire, EMS, or you just grew up in a crappy childhood. Like, everyone has their scars, everyone has their wounds, and knowing that a motorcycle can be the outlet to help somebody smile again and having that community to me is huge. So let's dig into what some of the goals are for this channel and what you can expect out of it. So I hit it a little bit ago, and that was, I am going to have a face back at the dealership. No, I'm not going to be working there full time, but I'm going to have the access to get onto those new bikes, to get that information, to learn about the new bikes, and to be able to give you actual, honest, true facts based off of that. Now, I'm not getting paid by anybody to say anything what I say in my channel and what I say throughout my social media is not influenced by anybody. I've never been influenced by money or someone else to give my honest, true opinion on that. That's just who I am as a person, like to my soul. I will always stand forward of what the truth is. And I can tell you guys right now that this channel will always be that way. I'm gonna be doing a lot more vlogs. So daily vlogs. I actually got one coming up here, Bad Dad Custom Cycles. I got a new dash from them. So I'll be vlogging, going up there, getting that, you know, kind of showing you the ins and outs of how they get made and all that cool stuff too. So there'll be a lot more vlogs, a lot more events. You know, being at the dealership, it was very hard to go to any motorcycle event because those events were always on a weekend and I was always working on a weekend. So this year will be the first summer, the first full riding season that I can actually get out, go out, get on the bike and not have to worry about having a specific deadline necessarily to get somewhere. It's gonna give me the access to be able to go out and hear those stories, meet people, talk about motorcycles. And that leads me to my next thing, and that is going to be my series called Throttle Talk. I started it here before the season ended, did Jazzy Jake. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I'll have it tagged at the end of the video. But basically what that is I'm going to be going out to, whether it's an event, a bike night, or just going out and meeting up with people and interviewing them about their bike. You know, tell me about the build, tell me about what got you into that specific bike, what got you riding, you know, what riding means to you, and things like that. A lot more face-to-face interaction video that I hope can resonate to a lot of people. My next thing is going to be bringing you guys in closer to me. And I know that might sound funny, but I want to be more consistent with what I do post. Not necessarily worrying about having to get a specific amount of videos out a week, but put out good content that's actually going to resonate with you. You know, I got through a point when I left the dealership that I felt like I had to get these videos out because my anxiety was just making me trip. And what I realized is, and my wife even told me this, is that I'm focusing more on the quantity and not quality. I have the time now, and it's something that me mentally growing up, I'm noticing is that I need to focus on stronger quality content. Not necessarily just pushing a video out. So I can promise you guys, you will be getting a lot better quality with editing, audio, to, you know, just straight up content is the subject of what I'm actually making videos on. Yeah, I'm excited. I have a few plans of getting with other creators. Now, I'm not going to throw names out right now. I've had some communication with some guys out west. I got some guys in the East Coast that I plan on getting together and doing some content with some other content creators, because why not? They got cool builds, they got cool stories, and if I can help resonate with them, their people, and, you know, make this community even stronger, I dig. So the next thing I'm really excited about is going to be raffles. I am going to start raffling off motorcycles. Now, I don't know exactly date yet when that's going to happen, but I have some plans on buying a few bikes and cleaning them up, throwing some good go fast parts on them, maybe doing a chain drive or something on a sporty, I don't know, somebody can go out and rip around on, and doing some raffles so I can give back to the community who has supported me. Those of you who know me, you know I'm all about mental health, and I sat on a board called FW22. It's a nonprofit that helps PTSD and things like that, and I am going to bring that into my content because I know motorcycles, veterans, all that, they all mingle very well, and if I can help someone out mental health wise, that's all I want. So having the outlet and having the access to what I have with FW22, having some amazing people on my side, you know, Jared, I'll introduce you to him sometime. I'm sure he'll pop on the channel. One of the most motivating people I've ever met. If you talk about drive and you talk about getting shit done, excuse my language, this dude is that dude, and he's inspired me a lot to kind of bring me to where I'm at right now. So bringing FW22 into what I have here, getting out to those events, vlogging for you guys, expect that too. Is my podcast. I am really excited for where this podcast is going to go. It's called Throttle Chronicles if you haven't heard it yet, and I interview people, whether it's mental health, military, motorcycles, and just hear their story and hear what led them to where they're at now. You know, I've gotten a chance to talk to my tattoo artist and kind of get the backstory and actually hear what got him into tattooing, and what does motorcycles do for him, also to sales guys at the dealership, to master Harley Davidson technicians that work on all types of crazy cool stuff. And this podcast, I plan on having some really cool people on here, and just to hear their stories. It's fun to another person that you can learn from and hopefully inspire someone else too. The next one, bringing up that technician, I won't bring out details quite yet, but we are planning a full series of basically tech talk, going over to the shop, going through a full maintenance routine on how to change your fluids in all 3 holes, pulling apart a CV carb, cleaning it, throwing new floats, whatever inside of it, and buttoning it back up. Little things that, to be honest with you, I'm not a technician, that I want to learn, and again, show other people that you can work on your stuff, and to give them those details and actually hear from a master technician about those things. So that will be coming up here soon, probably within the next 2 months. So I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. So yes, I want to reassure you guys that's been with me and that keeps hanging on with me. The content that I'm going to provide, I want it to inspire, I want it to, educate, and I want to have fun with it. And I want to bring it back to where it really started was, and that was for you guys, not necessarily for me to try to pump as many videos out as possible, but to answer those questions and have that outlet for you guys to have a place, a community, and to learn from. I want to hear from you. Comment below, let me know what you guys want to see out of my content. Where do you guys see this channel going? What kind of stuff do you want to see this year? And yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get out, get on the bike, and just have some fun and hear people's stories. I know I keep saying that, but that's the fun part about life, is open your ears up and get inspired from someone else and learn from somebody else. So I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting some of you guys. Again, if you have any suggestions, questions, or anything, throw it in the comments below. And I hope every one of you that's watching this video has a great year too. Let's make it a big one. Let's make it enjoyable. Let's make it memorable. And let's get out on our motorcycles and go ride. Take it easy, guys.